we have a sequence defined here where we're given the first two terms, so x0 and x1, and then we're given a way to find all the other terms in the sequence iteratively. Okay, and the task here is to find a way to describe this sequence in terms of the nth term. So given the term number we want to find, can we have a formula that will determine that term in the sequence for us? So the way we're going to go about this is, well, I'll find x2 and see if that can follow some sort of pattern similar to these first two terms. So x2 would be given by x0 squared minus 1 times x1, okay, because we're setting 2 as n plus 1, so n is 1 and n minus 1 is 0. So if we plug that in, we get that x2 is equal to 5. If you follow a similar procedure to find x3, you notice that x3 is equal to 6. So it seems like the pattern this is following is that xn is equal to n plus 3. Okay, so that's our guess for the nth term. We can't confirm this unless we check all of the terms. So if we want to check if something's true for all of the terms, what do? We look at proof by induction. So the first step of our induction is done here in the fact that we're given that for n equals 0 and n equals 1, this is true. Okay, so that's a good start. So now we're going to assume true for n equals k. Okay, so that means that we've got that xk is equal to k plus 3. And now we're going to look to find xk plus 1. So xk plus 1 is x k minus 1 squared minus k xk. So from our induction, we also have to assume that here that this is true for x k minus 1 as well, and that's okay because we have got two values here, so that xk minus 1 is k plus 2. Okay, so substituting that in here, we get that this is k plus 2 squared minus k plus 3. This is equal to k squared plus 4k plus 4 minus k squared minus 3k. So this cancels with this. 4k minus 3k is just k, so this is k plus 4, which is equal to k plus 1 plus 3. So what we've got here is that if the previous two terms, so if xk and xk minus 1 follow this, then the next term also follows this. So by induction, we've got that xn is equal to n plus 3 is the nth term.